it's unfortunate, but it's going to be the get wells come in right here from Trust Gaming. That's something nice to see. The bends are coming in as well. Trust Gaming, of course, due to the default win, will have a 7-0 scoreline. With that, they will also have the round advantage and thus decide what side they want to start on. And they have decided that it's going to be defense.
Okay, so Trust Gaming on defense first. We get Epsilon on attack. The first ban going to be Capital. That's from Trust Gaming. The second ban, thought about a lot by Epsilon. They're just creeping into this one. They don't want to jump the gun. Thermite. Okay, so we've seen Thermite ban on border today already. And seeing it once again, not terribly surprising. What Thermite ban on border is going to do is slow down the attack quite significantly. And it's also going to make it so you can't easily attack the armory wall, though it can still be done.
Of course, it can still be done. It can still be taken care of. The question is, how will Epsilon be able to deal with this? Of course, Simon, he has played Benelux before. He didn't manage to qualify with his team this season. Just barely missing out.
We're talking about the coach,
the coach slash analyst slash manager right now.
Yeah, all the things.
Everything.
Yeah.
He's getting in. Hope he's warm. Hope he's ready.
He's got experience playing, but he's not supposed to. You know.
Yeah.
That's not what he's here
supposed
to do.
Come in. He didn't stand up. You know, he didn't get out of bed tonight. Like he's like, I think I'm going to be playing the final map against Trust Gaming when we're up 1-1 and, you know, potentially win it. He also might be a point at Nook, I think. I don't know. Didn't really know what to pick. Maybe could be a 6 pick to come through because, you know, Nook is kind of same as Kaveri. You don't want to show that in your reveal.
There it is.
There we go.
It was an accidental thing. He wasn't sure who to play. Obviously, he's not used to. He's not used to exactly like he said, "Hey guys, what do I need? What am I playing? What do you want me on here?
Yeah, what are we missing?
Since we don't have our fifth and nothing's comfortable." So the question is, how many roles are getting moved up? Is he just taking JPM's roles directly or what? But that's something that only they'll know. Of course, we'll just get into the actual match and we'll find out how everything plays out. If I'm not mistaken, he is directly taking JPM's role there with the Thatcher.
Simon, luckily, has always played Thatcher as well, from
so
what I know.
Works out.
So he's playing in a comfortable position right now.
At least there's that.
I hope for him that he will be able to shine right here and he will be able to pull Epsilon through and at least give us a very, very close third map. As unfortunately, the second one had to dip out due to, an unfortunate series of events. So,
yeah, they explained it in the analyst desk.
They explained it.
It's just time constrictions resulted in the second map being forfeited.
There's this rule with 15 minutes, of course, that you have to be ready to go into the next map. That was missed.
Yep.
And because of that, they also made a swap. And that's it. You've heard it before.
At least we're here. At least we get to play 3.
That's true.
Maps,
At least it's not over, right?
Or not
straight
3
after.
maps,
That would be so sour for Epsilon, but they're still going to have a fighting chance. And we have seen
map.
it before with people stepping in just midway through, actually managing to do quite well. So let's hope that's going to be the case right here, as we are slowly waiting for Trust Gaming, actually Epsilon, to commence their attack.
A small little piece of devil's advocacy here is that Trust is very good at Coastline, which would have been map number 2.
Yeah.
So that's the little bit that you can at least take away from this. Very easily could have gotten to this position realistically had things played out normally, but that is something that, of course, we cannot possibly know, only predict, only guess at, and that is a thing that I'm sure makes a lot of people feel cheated about it. Anyway, hardcore parkour coming on here from Dogon, and he's going to set up for the nade.
No one is there, though.
Yep. There's somebody playing by triple wall, I believe, for Trust Gaming, but I don't see anyone in Suicide. He'll drone that out. Now that position is known to be clear, he'll start looking for anybody else inside office. Ooh, a Kaid Electroclaw gets 2 Excaros charges. That is a big piece of utility there. Shaved away. With the Thermite ban, it's even worse. Great job to Leonski.
Deepak there getting the entry as well onto Simon. Not the way he wants to start things off, to be the first one to fall, but it is unfortunately no other way right now. Easy. Holding on to the long east hallway right there, making sure that as soon as someone comes by right there, he actually gets a spot. That's a kill to come through now. It's actually Leonski to grab the kill onto Judge. It's going to be Leonski to get the double kill right now, as he also picks up Drader, and he's single-handedly, for now at least, picking Epsilon apart. The diffuser dropped right there as well. That means they need to recover it. And with 1 minute left, it's going to be a very, very hard task right here for Stead and Dogon to get the 2-on-5 happening.
Yeah, not a great spot for them to find themselves in. Deepak Walsh get his second kill. Dogon denies the flawless round, at least. So that is something, but it's not very much. Trust Gaming will take round number 1 in this second/third map of this best of 3.
Yeah, what do you call it? Is it the second
It's
map?
the second map
third?
played in the best of 3. It's the third map total.
All right.
Second map played.
It's difficult.
Second played, third total. There you go.
All right. Well, Trust Gaming. I mean, the thing is, they didn't get to have the uplifting moment of winning Coastline by themselves, right? So,
yeah.
mentality-wise, this might be a better outcome. Well, not really, because
I think it really depends on what your focus is.
Yeah.
Because I've known people in positions like this before. I've even been in positions similar to this before, and some teams really all they care about is the win. And I've known that sometimes they'll just be like, "Oh wow, we got it!" You know, the euphoria of a win that you earned your own way is not necessarily always all that.
True.
Some people just want the overall win. Some people want to win the war. They don't care about the battle.
Trust can treat this as a best of 1 now, right? And that's the whole point. As right here, reinforcements are about to come out. We hear the crowd actually chanting some stuff. I'm not sure what they're shouting. Is it Epsilon?
Don't know. Can't hear it.
And now they quit, of course, when I put up my headset. All right. Meats putting up the caster barricades. Gavage being ready to toss out the camps. There's going to be some camps right there that will be providing quite a lot of information. Questions, will Trader find them? Or are these also going to be uncontested, like we have seen in Clubhouse from Trust Gaming as well? Like their camps uncontested.
From time to time, the Valkyrie camps do not get spotted out because the IQ doesn't even check for it. It's not a team-specific thing I found. It's just like every once in a while, the IQ will forget, basically. And it applies to multiple different teams.
It definitely does.
So ventilation defense here is interesting. We do have Epsilon once again bringing the Montaigne. This has worked out for them pretty well every time they do it. Not every time, mind you, but most of the times, I guess. And I think the only time that the Montaigne so far through this tournament hasn't worked for Epsilon was actually against Trust Gaming on Clubhouse in the first map of this series. So they have yet to work it against Trust. That's the one thing that Trust has going for them here. But I think Judge has been working some pretty impressive stuff with this operator in the past.
Definitely has been. Right now, however, is going to get smoked out whilst he is going for the plant. The question is someone going to be aware of this? Looks that he's just pushing in right there. Gets a spot, but he gets the vertical play onto him. The smoke will eventually take down Monty as well. And it's Trust Gaming right now to have a 2-man advantage again as the plant almost went down. And if that would have been the case, that could have been quite huge for the likes of Epsilon. There's now Trader to get some vertical play onto him as well. Deepak that picks up his double of the round. And as it's going to be up to Simon and Trader right now to make this happen. They need to try and get this round in, but it's going to be Simon to fall first. And it's only up to Trader now to try and clutch this 1v5 out, but it's just going to be absolutely picked apart these 2 rounds so far by Trust Gaming. And you see them starting to get alive again. It's something we haven't really seen the last map that we played. Trust Gaming looked very stressed the entire way through. And you did see Epsilon, like, they didn't come into this expecting that this would happen, of course, right? So they're a bit shut down.
The man in the cameras, Simon, not expecting to be sitting where he's sitting right now.
But he is, of course, the manager, and he knows these players, right? So he might be able to get the mentality back up. He just might need a couple of rounds to get warmed up and get them going. But I think it's really important in what he brings vocally to the team right now.
Yeah. I don't know. After those last 2 rounds, it's looking a whole lot like Epsilon hit a wall. And it's really hard sometimes to surmount certain obstacles that are presented to you throughout your playing career. And, you know, something like one of your players having to step out due to health issues. Heart condition. That's a tough pill to swallow. And I don't really care who you are. That's a tough pill to swallow. So I'm just, Hoping that Epsilon are going to be able to find their flow. They need to find their flow. They need to realize that they're still here. They're still playing. They're still in those seats. They've got a chance. It's not over. And once that's found, once that they realize that, and I'm sure they can. I think that they could show us a really good, match. It's just that right now it's seeming a whole lot like Trust Gaming are playing their regular game. Epsilon are not as much.
They need to get back into it, of course. And that's the rough part. They're not used to play like
this. It's all in the head, man.
It's all in the head.
Right now, we're watching to see if Epsilon can honestly beat something that I think most of us really wouldn't be capable of doing. You know, if we're in similar positions, like it's rough. You know, another thing is I think this is JPM's first LAN.
I think it is as well.
Yeah, so like,
I feel really sorry for him.
I remember when my first LAN, I had ringing in my ears. Like I had ringing in my ears. I froze up. I couldn't.
My first
LAN,
barely play. I had like a fever feeling, right?
Yeah.
It was just so cold, sweating all over and stuff like that. So
it happens. It gets happens. To you, man.
It really gets to you, and well, there's an old saying in Dutch: if you cannot get through the wall, you just go around it. And let's hope that Epsilon can find a way around the wall that they have just hit.
Yeah.
And if they can actually manage to adapt and make things happen right here. We hope it for them, and it's Savage to get the first frag onto Simon. It's Trust Gaming to not slow down. Of course, there's a lot on the lines right here for them. They have all kinds of things. You know, they dropped out of ESL Benelux is their one and only hope right now. So they need to get this win. It means there is a lot on the line, but it's going to be Judge to retrade. It's going to be Leonski off the board now.
Stade will add to it. Epsilon looking good and got top floor control. Diffuser is down outside, so Epsilon will need to pick that up at some point or another. You can see that H has got good information thanks to the Prisma there, which, you know, honestly, that has been a really successful alibi so far through this round. Lots of Prisma detections going on right now for Trust Gaming. But no actual capitalization on that kill because no C4 in the hand of Avich. Amid's downstairs, playing by detention/jail. He's trying to play against his enemy who's opened up above him. This is dangerous. It's definitely very exposed. Could leave him the next victim on Trust Gaming.
I think all that Epsilon is right now trying to do is just put a lot of pressure, and they will be jumping into the window anytime right now. And as soon as they have that pressure, they're going to be able to hold off Meads, who is playing in this position right here, making his position now as he pulls the pin from that impact grenade. That should be hurt, I believe. Grenade now going to be picked up right there, but his feet are going to get spotted out. And I believe that the jump in is going to be coming down any second now, but it's going to be Meads to get the frag right there onto Dogon, who is going to be staying alive. Impact Nate won't be finishing him off. He's not going to be aware of the fact that he's down, and the pickup comes through, and his angle is still being held right there. Is going to be able to pick him up. Now he will fall. His Meats to go down to Trader. And right now the call should be coming in. Judge, you could be going for the plan, but he can actually not because someone just managed to rotate back to side. It's Savage now to play on the A side, but it's Deepak to hold down the diffuser. It's Judge to fall with 15 seconds left and 1-on-3 situation. It's the Big D, as he likes to call himself, to go for it, and he manages to pick up Trader right there with 5 seconds left. The plant needs to come down. The pre-fires are coming in. The plant is just in time, but it's going to be the run-in. They need to chase him down as he jumps through. Is the cover there? No, it's Deepak to get it. It's Trust Gaming to pick up that round, as the chase wasn't fast enough. The cover wasn't there. And it's Deepak to clutch that one out. It's 3-0 right now for Trust Gaming. And well, Simon still looks very calm, considering everything going on.
All things considered, yeah.
Yeah.
A big round there for Deepak, though. Huge clutch, and really making his name known, I'd say. That's especially impressive stuff. Now, it's only 3 rounds, sure, but we've seen 3 in a row, and that is the sort of thing that I think really gets to you, especially after what's just transpired. So, Trust Gaming right now in a strong position. Epsilon really going to have to struggle to fight their way back in here. This is the big moment here. When Judge dropped that diffuser, at that's pretty much like that's the end of the round when you're the last 30 seconds if nobody's there to pick it up immediately after.
And the plan has to go down. You cannot go really much further right there. And all Deepak has to do is just run in, get the kill. Deepak 8-on-0 right now. Was rocking a 3.75 KD in the semi-finals. He's looking to boost that a bit up now. Of course, the first map was a bit tougher, at least so far. But of course, we're still having a Heartbreach win, so it turns it a little bit more defense-sided automatically.
Yeah, the Thatcher, or sorry,
no Heartbreach in Epsilon, by the way. No Heartbreach in Epsilon whatsoever. By the
it's
way.
interesting. Yeah, they forewent the Heartbreacher. The Thatcher still being there is really great and all, but we've seen Thermite be an even more influential ban on this map. You know, Thatcher is such a common ban to try and slow down the attack in the same way that Thermite effectively does here. So it's an interesting thing. It's a border-specific thing, I'd say, Thermite.
Yeah.
Of course, his ban would be useful on many a map, but so very powerful in countering the attack on this one in particular. So it'll be Armory Archives once again. Trust went here for the first round. They won it, and they'll go here for the fourth.
Oh, that should have been the kill right there as the Vach punched in that window. Is going to be receiving some damage right there from Dogan as he moves out, but nothing quite significant to actually put some, well, some death-threatening pressure onto him from below. For example, if an M320 would be coming in.
Again, we have the Montaigne being brought. The gas canisters being baited out. That's one successful gas canister baited. Still 2 minutes. I mean, that's
That's outside.
That is way too quick to be using those gas canisters. The Montaigne is not in the building yet. You do not need to be rushing that.
I don't like why he's on the actual window jumping though. Right?
Yeah, it's very dangerous because he's going to be exposed when he goes for the vault. If he doesn't die in the vault, though, it'll be fine. I really think he should use this time to actually transfer over to the balcony.
Yeah, because they pre-placed it on the actual window, so as soon as he jumps in...
I'm guessing the reason he doesn't do the through the balcony is because the soft destruction is underneath the balcony door.
Yeah, okay.
So you can shoot him from below, but it's dangerous either way.
The thing is, as soon as he jumps in now, the last gas canister is going to get deployed. There comes the smoke, and I believe the gas canister is supposed to come in. No, it's already been deployed, I believe, and he just managed to go through. It missed it, and there comes a cover from Drader. But it's a C4 to come in from Leonski to take down Judge. Stead, however, will be taken down easy, and they're still going strong. Dogan picks up one as well. It's a 2-on-4 situation. Team kill coming in. That's not the way you want to go. It's Drader to pick up one. Could he go for the next one as he's picking up a double one with an actual team kill to go through as well? It's Deepak once again that finds himself in a 1-on-3 situation that he really doesn't want to be in right now. You can do it once, but the second one is going to be harder due to the fact that the diffuser is already planted. And it's planted for a spot that they can cover it from multiple angles.
Deepak attempting to challenge, but he won't make it happen. Epsilon gets the round, and that's their first one in this third map. A really big one, though, as it makes them know that they can actually make these rounds go their favor. It means they can win this match. It's very possible, as much as it hasn't looked likely over the first 3 rounds. Big win there for Epsilon. It looked like, honestly, I think it mostly comes down to the poor smoke play there in the archives. 2 early gas canisters used, and then the third gas canister, just a hard miss.
Yeah, and then the C4 had to be used right there to deny that plant. Like, the thing is, if you had the multi with the gas canisters, you could have gotten the second one, the second planter, to go with the actual with the C4. But the thing is, they pre-placed the last smoke canister on the jump in. So as soon as he jumped in, they detonated it. And all he needed to do was move through, and there's nothing the smoke could do at that point anymore. They were reliant on that C4. So a lot of stuff going on right here. Drader with a team kill, unfortunately, but still working his ways and still making up for it. And after they just lost the 1-on-3 situation the round before, they managed to make up for it now and actually take it. And that's going to be some good stuff coming in for them mentally. And I hope that they can continue this right now, because you hear them being happy as well. They were shouting it out. High fives were being exchanged, and
Epsilon probably the most passionate team I've seen in this event.
Definitely, but like the thing is, Eagle Mace is also the most passionate coach we've seen ever in Benelux. Like he's so happy about everything. Like you can make absolute good memes out of his faces that he makes during the match. So
I bet. Yeah.
I think that definitely helps, and it gives you so much of a upper hand if you have like a coach that can really hype you up at times that you're down.
Man, I had a coworker once who was like, she would always come into work, she would be dancing. And like just dancing, just having a good time.
Makes it fun, right?
Everyone's day. It makes everyone's day better.
Makes it more lighthearted.
Now we've got Trust Gaming once again setting up in Armory Archives, and well, this is going to be an interesting attempt here. There's no Montaigne being brought by Epsilon this time, even though they had it in the last round. They're changing gears. I like to see that from Epsilon. Even if it wins all its, if it's successful, you shouldn't be bringing it all the time because it runs the risk of prediction.
Actually, they're down.
It did work, but there is easy with the Doc. Will he be able to get the stim in time? He's rotating to attempt it, and he will land the stim. Second nade doesn't come out. No kill. Oh, so late as he's being picked up. And Epsilon not only secure that nade kill, but another one beside. And that is a very good start if you're Epsilon.
I was going to say there was an actual ADS there, but somehow it didn't manage to catch that grenade twice.
I think it maybe went too high?
It maybe went too high. I don't know, but a jump out comes through from me, and he instantly gets traded. There's going to be a 2-on-4 situation in the favor of Epsilon. They're absolutely stepping up right now. The crowd is loving them, as the fight here is going to be the next one to go onto a gunfight. Will not be hitting it. Has to reload his Alda. That's going to be putting him out of play for a couple of seconds. Easy, however, with the Doc, with the ACOG, manages to pick up Judge, and suddenly we're finding ourselves in a 2-on-3 situation where Easy is being pressured on his shield, but the diffuser is dropped in a position that he can hold, and he knows that someone is going to be coming up from the main stairs. He knows someone is going to be coming up there, and he does get the down onto Stead.
Easy with a big play in this round. The position on 90, very important in the round outcome. But Drader's going for the plant, and there doesn't seem to be anyone to deny it. Impact goes onto the wall to scare Drader, and he gets off. He could have stuck that and planted, but now he's given his opponent's attempt to repositioning. Oh, the cover works on one, but not the other, meaning it's a one-on-one. Avicii versus the IQ, trying to reposition, and he wins it! Drader with a long-angle fight! He shouldn't have won, and he manages it anyway. What a headshot! Epsilon get their second round in this match. Yeah, was it the random bolt through the wall just now? Or am I mistaken?
Epsilon are back at it.
Big win there for
win.
Epsilon. And that should have been a Trust Gaming round.
Look at his faces. They didn't expect that.
Yeah, they really didn't. And well, the tension rises as we get an actual match here.
Still everything okay right there for Eagamace. Just a little bit of pressure for him. He's feeling it. He's always feeling so well with the team. It's such a beautiful thing.
Here's
this grenade, oh
the
my
nade
God.
of fate that went over the ADS.
Yeah,
where did you spot
so.
the
There it
ADS?
is, right there.
Is that? Are you sure? That's
Yeah, and it's a little red dot blinking.
Okay,
so
you know what's
assume-
happening there then? He's in the far left corner. The ADS was placed more by triple wall, and then it went past its range.
Yeah, I think that's what happened because I see a little red light blinking in the blurry, so I'm not sure if it's an ADS, but like what else blinks red?
Doggone really didn't need to vault there.
No,
that was a
that's-
huge
yeah.
blunder by Doggone. If he hadn't vaulted there, easy
It would have been an easy
plan.
win.
Yeah, and then your post plan is done. But lucky for Doggone, because we actually saw Epsilon win the round anyway.
And don't remember, I think this is a pretty defense-sided border we're getting in. Even with the Capital ban, with the Termite ban.
Yeah, I'd
Not
say
as
with the
defense-sided.
Thermite ban, this is defender side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, not as defender-sided as, of course, the Clubhouse.
Mm-hmm.
But getting 3 rounds in, if they manage to do that on Epsilon, they're going to be finding themselves in a really, really good spot right here.
Yeah.
Even with the knockdown.
If Epsilon takes one more round, then yeah, I mean they should win the map. That should put them in a great spot.
That would be such a great storyline as well. I swear to God, this would be the best storyline we're ever going to get into Siege, ladies and gentlemen.
A really big Benelux storyline.
It's a really big Benelux storyline to come through. It's something that we will keep on talking about. Cheers are coming down from Epsilon. Make sure you let yourself be heard, as they definitely do need it. Monty is back in. There comes the breach.
We've seen this strategy before from Epsilon. It didn't work out for them last time. The vertical control is going to be really important here. A wall has been opened up. The Montaigne's looking to try and plant in the site, but he's being cautious. Again, last time, this was a wall that Epsilon hit, and Trust Gaming are aware of this strategy. Epsilon's going to have to throw something new at Trust if they want to take the round. Looks like top 4 control is being placed in a little bit more of an emphasis position. Leonski's going to get the first kill of the round. There goes Stade, who's trying to push his way into the bathroom. You should not be challenging Leonski here. That is a really bad move. He's going to win every single fight you throw at him unless he really messes up, and I just don't see him doing that in this situation. Doggone tried to challenge as well, and he took a pump to the chest, and that's why he's on low HP. They'll fall off that engagement. You have to challenge us from above. It's the only real answer. The nade does a lot of damage, actually. That means the smoke will die to a single shot from anything, but he also has a one-shot kill weapon. As he gets Doggone, he's going to use another gas canister to delay. This is a really tricky spot. They should reposition the Montaigne at the very least to try and force out that smoke, or try and take from above. But nothing that would counter the smoke in bathroom is being used by Epsilon. They're just going to try for a smoke plant. We'll see if that works. Judge going for the stick. There should be C4s in play here. Avicii looking the wrong way, though, and it's actually going to be a successful plant, believe it or not. But the Montaigne at least gets killed in the post plant. A 1 versus 5 post plant situation. Thatcher's not in a great spot to do it either. He gets 1. Look, will he get 2? No, he will not. So a nice attempt there from Epsilon, but Trust Gaming managed to win the half, 4-2.
Epsilon, make it happen, make it work. As that almost happened to be, well, could have been their round as well if they wouldn't have lost 2 players right after the plant went down.
The real problem is that they tried to push the smoke in the bathroom.
That's the thing. You push your Montaigne in first there, right?
You push your Montaigne in, waste the smokes, and then stick it.
Then you just push 3 people through, right?
Yeah, and then you have control bathroom. You can.
He's using a shotgun. You cannot kill 2 people at the same time. So that's the trophy we're all doing it for here. It's going to be Epsilon on, well, 4-2 against Trust Gaming. They're 2 rounds behind. They need to fight back now. But we are having a defense-sided border coming up. How will the Simon know their strats? How well has he read into them? Because I instantly saw them pull out all the strats books as soon as they were told that Simon has to play if they want to have an opportunity at winning that trophy. They have looked at it. They're still looking at it. You could just see it. Tiny fraction right there.
So, first round will actually be ventilation. A little bit different here from Epsilon. Instead of going to your standard armory, they mix things up. Simon's not moving.
Probably reading the strategy.
He got in there.
You know, he gets to read the strategy a bit. I saw someone with some paper on his desk. So
the weird thing is that he's playing an operator that requires a lot of setup. So he's got to hustle now.
He's got to read a lot of stuff coming up.
He's got to read a lot of stuff, but he's got to like actually do like the rest of the site setup. He's got to go.
Like, someone read it to me.
All those signal disruptors and all that. He's got to place.
Yeah, it might have been better to just put him on the Pulse.
Yeah, Pulse is really fun because you put down 2 reinforcements, and then you hunt drones for the rest of the round.
Right, so this was easy.
You either hunt drones or you don't do anything.
Something like that. That would have been the better option, considering the time that they have to
But it's all about
Simon
roles, right? I think he's just
true,
trying to figure, just fill JPM's roles. Now,
that's how the team will function best.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. Now, all right. Trust Gaming going to be setting up to, looks like they want to take CCTV into Armory to start this round off. Again, it is a ventilation defense, but Armory is going to be a relevant roaming position.
It's a late one right there from the Mute Jammer.
Deepak
Instantly picked up the drone as well.
Yeah, he's actually, because he threw it into the Mute Jammer, yeah.
Unfortunately, you can pick it up. But that will...
Unfortunately?
You know what I mean? Like, it's...
Are you just rooting for Epsilon?
I want Epsilon to win right now. Like, it would be so good. It's such a good storyline. And actually, like, the thing is, if you take such a beating and you manage to fight back, that's just pure respect coming through right there for me, as Drader is going to be the first one to actually take a lot of damage right there as he tried to take down drones. He got 2, but lost almost half his HP.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to hurt the drone economy for Trust at the very least. And Trust is well known for using their drones well, so that's relevant. Long angle being played here from Drader. He does do 1 bullet's worth of damage to the Buck, I think through a wall, though, so very limited damage actually being dished out there from that carbine. Yeah. The Mute Jammer was dealt with, so the wall will get opened up by the Habana. That'll be armory control secured in all likelihood for Trust Gaming. I don't imagine that Drader's going to try and contest that any further. Dogon going to call out the player outside of B. Actually might go for the challenge. Pre-fires come out.
Wants to go for it.
That's a fake out. C4 will miss. Unfortunate for Dogon. But he almost managed to hit it. It did a little bit of damage, I believe. But Drader challenging on the server stack will be predicted and damaged. You see Deepak eat a little bit of damage as well, though. So it's an even exchange of HP so far.
Yeah, pretty even overall, as Dogon is now going to get tagged up by the skeleton key, but also Avich taking quite a little bit of damage right there as well. And yet we still keep on trading all this damage, and yet no casualty yet. We're 2 minutes and 5 seconds into the round now, and we still have to see our first kill to come through. The question is, who will it be? We see Judge coming up right now onto a flank with the Maestro, the Aldo right here. Is he going to be red? He is going to be red, and that's going to be the trade. It's going to be both Avich and Leonski to pick up a kill right here to go through. The rotations are now being covered, but look at the HP right here of Trust Gaming. If only they had a smoke right now, that would have been so valuable.
Oh, so low for 3 of these Trust Gaming players. Dogon's also eaten some damage, but this is still winnable for Epsilon. An attempt to retake is thwarted, actually, by their own castle barricade. Simon, though, gets a kill onto Avich from above before being eliminated by Deepak, also from above. It's all on the 2 remaining players with the umps on Epsilon. Not an easy thing to master, but you can make it work for you. The plant will go down, so post-plant 1 versus 3, and there you go. Trust Gaming take yet another round, and they're first on the attacking half.
5-2, current scoreline. 1 more round is what Trust Gaming needs to put themselves up to some match points. Epsilon, they need to get some rounds in now. They need to start to make their comeback work. They need to get, they need to get it working, and most likely we are going to be going to Armory soon.
I think that they'll go to Armory after that because, I mean, let's be honest. That ventilation blunder did not work. Well, it was just that. It was a blunder. It was a risk, and it didn't work out. So, likely going to Armory. We don't know yet, but we'll see in just a second, I'm sure.
Is there a tactical timeout?
I don't think so. They didn't call it, so, yeah.
So he's just quickly reading through everything, as you saw. What do I need to do right here?
Look at Deepak there. 12 kills right now. really bringing it home for his team.
Yeah.
And it is going to be an armory hold here, so we're going back to the norm here for Epsilon. They're going to see if this can work out. If armory doesn't work out, then that's pretty much match point there. Well, it is match point if armory doesn't work out for Epsilon, but that's what I mean is by extension that would be the match over, because if you can't win ventilation or armory,
then you're having a very rough time.
Well, you can't win border.
No.
Like, you could go to tellers and customs, but that's
if you're gonna be doing it like that, right?
Yeah.
It's like you don't want to do that. You want to win at least armory,
or ventilation.
Either
one.
You know, you need to have something to hold on to.
A safe haven.
Right now, Epsilon hasn't found that yet.
Yeah.
As Meats will get his drone removed by Stead, who just hunted it right there. Of course, Rook. So you put down your armor, you reinforce your walls, and you're the slow drone hunter coming from right now.
So, 3 ACOGs being brought by Epsilon. They've got some long-range potential. They've opened up the fountain ankle holes. That's going to mean that one of the players on defense can play the metal stairs and get some really nasty angles into office. They're also going to be roaming in CCTV. With those CCTV roamers, you can do a whole lot of work towards office or just holding the armory wall, which has been also opened up. So CCTV hold is pivotal for Epsilon. And you can see that Trust is actually trying to directly counter that. Avaichi is going to nade underneath half wall at the beginning of the round, but there is nobody there right now, so it will net no kills.
Wasted nade.
Wasted nade.
Actually, the floor hasn't even been opened up yet properly, so they won't be even able to just look through with the drone to see if there's going to be someone there. Avaichi quickly droning out the rest of the players. Will know that Simon is going to be playing upstairs right there with the smoke. Aggressive into the armory. Will be using his canisters most likely to try and delay, as that is going to be the job that he's being tasked to do right now. Dogon will be picking up a frag onto Leonski. There come the entry 20s. That is going to be dealing quite a lot of damage to Stead, and he's not the doc, so he will not be able to help himself back up. Drader picks up one. Deepek, however, gets Stead, so that's CCTV taken care of, but still the man advantage to go down to the likes of Epsilon, who are trying to fight back, who are trying to get their rounds in right now. Easy checking on his drone. Knows no one is in the drop down, but there's someone right on the other side of it. The question is, will he be aware?
Epsilon still in the lead here in terms of manpower, but look at the time that Trust Gaming have to work with, and Deepak is still alive. It's weird to say that the one player can mean so much for a team, but Deepak's really been the top performer in this whole match so far, and he's looking to keep that. Now, soft angle being held there. He's just trying to deny rotation for anyone downstairs. Yep. There are roamers downstairs right now for Epsilon. There's only a minute left, though, for Trust, so he can't be too cautious. He has to actually make a play.
They need to make a play right now.
Yeah, and he's gonna avoid the roamer and actually just go upstairs, and that's been called out now. Actually, and there's a push coming down long. Dogon could catch his opponent off guard, and he will, but he'll lose the fight regardless of having the advantage. Deepak, a really good reaction there. He's on low HP, though. He has brought his team into even man count, though. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, that is the most important thing right now. We do see Trader moving into suicide right there, but this might be the one spot that they need someone right here, as you can hold off the office push, which seems to be coming in soon for the likes of Trust Gaming as they're moving over to these locations. So Trader,
oh no,
oh no, that's the evil eye taking care of Deepak right there. Good call with the low HP, and Judge taking care of that player right there with the evil eye, having the bullet holes as well to challenge that window. He's gonna have everything they need, and that's the jump out. Failing to actually deliver as easy. Will be picking up Trader. Jump out comes through. Meese turns it to a one-on-one, but it's going to be Judge to clutch it out. He gets 3 kills or 4 kills maybe even, and he will be taking in that round for the likes of Trust for Epsilon.
A big win there for Epsilon, that's for sure. Trust Gaming, I'm sure, feeling that one. You could see it on
I don't know.
their
They don't
faces.
look happy even though they're in front, right? Like they're
5-3 right now, guys. Trust should win this. Done.
Trust has the best papers right here. Even though it's a defense-sided map. They did play with the lineup they played the entire LAN with. They do have someone who makes the strats with them, so knows exactly what to do. All that Epsilon is doing every single round is they try to stall as long as possible, make sure they don't look at the operator so the timer doesn't skip through. So Simon has as much time as possible to just read through the strategies right there.
Yeah. Smart way to play it.
You gotta use what you got. And that's exactly what Epsilon is trying to do, and they're right now up to 5-3. They can make the comeback right here. They can bring it back to 5-5 and eventually. Yeah. First this round, though, back into ventilation.
That's the thing, is they have to win ventilation if they want to have any hope of bringing this to To a win or to overtime, yeah. I mean, we're not in overtime position yet. It's still not match point for either team. But obviously, it's looking like Trust Gaming is going to be pushing us to match point. And if that happens, then Epsilon are going to be the ones who are pressured, of course, to bring us to OT.
They get even more pressure then.
Yeah, I'm imagining here that Epsilon's going to be able to maybe work out one ventilation round, but then where are they going to have to defend next? It's tellers or customs. No matter where you're looking at there, that's uncomfortable territory. So let's say that Epsilon wins this, we go 5-4. Well, in that situation, it's likely Trust is going to be able to win the next round and put themselves on 2-6-4. And then
we need two
consecutive rounds. And then it would be Armory Ventilation that would be available to Epsilon in that order. So it's possible that Epsilon goes through that motion, right? Where we actually get to overtime. But that is what we're looking at right now, unless Epsilon wins an offsite.
Definitely. Like, if they win the offside, they can actually win it all. So that's the whole point. But we're going to have to wait and see first if they manage to get ventilation.
That's the big thing.
The one thing they have going for them, though, is that they can choose the overtime site start. So that's what they're trying to maybe do here, even though we do have unlimited overtime. Still might be a mental thing.
The question is, what are they going to choose if they get to
defense?
You think? Well, they've only won one defense so far. We're only 3 rounds in, to be fair.
But if they want to go to overtime, they need to win 4.
If this round is a success, then things get interesting. By success, I mean for Epsilon. If Trust managed to win this, that will probably just be the end of the conversation. First kill goes to Trust Gaming, and Epsilon also eats a little bit of damage on Judge. So this is not a great start for Epsilon.
Definitely not a great start, but we have seen crazier things happen. Deepak managed to get a 1v3 through once, so, you know, nothing is lost as of yet. They still have control of basically everything they need. As Trader is dropping down right there. No one is luckily there to catch him for the likes of Epsilon.
Yeah,
that's
a lot
not
of damage.
Ideal. A lot of damage.
Yeah, Drader's been taking a lot of big risks that have been hurting him through this match. Simon trying to punish. You can see he lingers in archives. It's a risky play. He doesn't necessarily need to do this, but he's got 3, maybe 4 people pressuring him right now, and he's trying to get something out of this. Simon gets a vouch, and he will fall back to the site. It was the right call in the end, and now Epsilon eSports are back in the round,
Buck
so to
gone.
speak.
The Buck is gone. Vertical play is gone as well. Mostly, maybe we do see some breaching charges coming down, of course, because we have all these operators. And Simon is being chanted at, right? Yeah, keep it going, lads, as he definitely does make it happen. 4-4 to go through right now. Epsilon back in the round.
Big kill there again from Simon, like you said. But the round's not over yet. HP advantage still goes to Trust. Epsilon eSports are fighting against a losing round right now. Bullet holes, though, work out for Stade, and he's going to get Leonski outside of the front door. That's a big kill. Deepak, though, still alive, but he's shut down after he gets his initial frag. That's the top performer for Trust Gaming. The plant going down, but only one person to cover, yet the plant still is successful. A 2 versus 3 post-plant situation. Epsilon with no information, but the run-out from Drader works. Miraculous! There's only 2 people inside of ventilation right now, but there's 3 total on Epsilon. The disable coming out, and it'll be successful! Epsilon, what a big win! And they push themselves further in this match. 5-4, still favor Trust, but the tides are turning.
Epsilon managing to get the comeback started. Right now, Armory will be opened up again for them. They have the opportunity to go there if they want to. Actually, no, offside first. I jumped the ship right here. Offside first.
So this is the big thing. Right now, we need to see Epsilon go to an offside. And that's the tricky business, because that means that Trust is likely to win it. They go match point.
Look at these faces.
Yeah, Trust. Well, I mean, look at these faces. That could be the downfall to Trust. But let's say Trust wins it, match point for Trust. Then the pressure's on Epsilon to once again win Armory and Ventilation in a row, as they just did. And I'm not saying it's impossible.
It's definitely not impossible.
Well, not impossible, you mean?
No, it's definitely not impossible.
Yeah.
It can happen.
It's scary. It's going to be difficult.
Definitely so, but we do want to get this final. Give it the best shot. Deepak 15 on 4. Single-handedly trying to carry Trust Gaming through to the actual map point right there. But it's Epsilon that is just not willing to die. They had to, well, face severe things happening to them. The player dropping out. The manager having to step in. A default loss to suffer. But they do not give up as of yet. They're still here to fight. They're still alive.
Still pushing.
They're still pushing, and they're still breathing.
So they'll go to Tellers as their offsite instead of Customs in an attempt to try and bring the round count even. Now we have Trust Gaming. Looks like they're setting up over on the south side primarily. Maybe some pressure into CCTV, maybe into jail. They've got a couple options here. If they take out the top floor, then it's going to be offices as their primary focus in the end. You can start in CCTV, but you have to take office if you want to hit Tellers if you're coming at it from above. That is directly above the bomb site, so yeah, go figure. Simon roaming over by Armory. They're going to be trying to delay and slow down things. This is a really powerful position to hold, but it's not an easy one when you're alone, especially.
No, definitely not. Like, all he's trying to do is just stay alive as long as possible, but he's going to be finding Deepak soon. Deepak, the entry fragger, the top fragger, the everything of Trust Gaming as of this moment is going to be the first one to maybe go in. Now it's Trader to get the entry onto a Vige. Epsilon is starting to live and Trader will fall back. So will Simon. They will both take some damage on their ways out, but top floor control has been surrendered, at least for the Armory, and that means that Trust Gaming will still be wasting some time right here. There's like 10-20 seconds left. They are gone.
Time wasting has been the key for Epsilon on defense so far, and the fact that they've got a man advantage as they attempt to waste more is huge. This bullet hole might work out for Judge. He's being patient, sees an opportunity, does some damage, but no kill comes of it. So okay, IQ eats a little bit, but not really anything noticeable. It's not going to hurt anything, or the IQ in the future engagements.
Oh no!
So it's not a big deal. I doubt that he's actually going to stay there. He's probably just getting on cams, right? So,
I hope so.
he's probably just getting on cams, just trying to get safe. But so we do have Arsenal control for Trust Gaming, but they got to turn it into more if they want to take this.
Do need to take it. They need to take office right here, and Easy's making the start of it happen as he's putting down those Excaros. But I believe I already saw a rotate coming down right there from Supply, possibly up to the metal stairs. No, instead, that will be playing from Customs, making sure that vertical play will be shut down. As long as Judge can waste as much time as possible with Dogon, we're going to be finding ourselves in a very, very good round that Epsilon will be able to possibly pick up right here, because Easy still has no clue on where these players are. They're trying to get the actual angles right here on these players, but they don't manage to quite do it yet. The castle barricade now will be opened up, and that means they will have to start pushing in soon. The question is, do they know these players? Judge with one will be picked up by Deepak. We are trading it out. It's a 3-on-4 situation. However, there is still one shrimp cart right there that can be played right here from this position. Meads manages to pick up one. There we go. It's the kill from Dogon. Manages to drop the diffuser as well. That's huge. With 17 seconds left, Trust Gaming will have to rotate out, and Meads is downstairs. Deepak as well, I believe so, and that means they definitely need to make work right now. Dogon right here on this position manages to pick up another one. It's 5 seconds left, and Epsilon win it. 5-5, and they managed to bring the comeback home. It's dropped back up, and we get Armory next.
A big win there for Epsilon, and a round that really shouldn't have went their way. Doggone, how did he get away with hiding underneath that table? He actually did it. The madman did it. And Trust are suffering from that plague. And I don't know if they're going to be able to bounce back out of that. It's a 5-5, a victory on an offsite of all places for Epsilon. And a tactical timeout. I think that's appropriate timing.
I think that's appropriate timing if you just look at the faces right there, as everybody seems to be loving it. We're having such a beautiful final as well, right? I couldn't have asked for more.
Epsilon winning map number 1, then having to forfeit map number 2 because one of their players had health issues. And now going into map number 3, they bring it to a close 5-5. There are 2 more rounds in regulation for this match. And then after that...
This is so good for Epsilon, by the way.
We go into overtime.
Simon's going to have so much time right now to prepare for the next round. You can see he's trying to take it in right there. There's so much pressure on him as well.
This is my setup.
This is what I'm doing? All right, let's go. He's ready. Trust Gaming, maybe not so much. I don't know. They're the Titans. They're the bad guys of the scene, so to say, because they always win everything. They never lose in the regular season. And right now, they're 1 map behind. It's back 5-on-5, and they're on the, well, not so preferred side to start off.
All the pressure is on Trust, though.
All the pressure
when you think about it, like, they've got everything on their shoulders.
Epsilon has no pressure whatsoever. Yeah, they have to drop a player.
If they lose, then it's David and Goliath. You know, whatever.
They put up such a good fight as well with the manager stepping in right here.
Yeah.
And if you just look at the faces, Mies is just... See, he looks done. Deepak seems tired, and It's definitely not looking their way right now.
It's a rough situation, that's for sure.
It's definitely a rough situation going on.
The tactical timeout continues, and it works for both teams, to be honest. I mean, Simon's just eating this up. He's like, "Oh, I have more time to look at the strat book.
I can read.
Thank you, thank you. I'll just go ahead and study up right now." You can see he's got the strats in his hand, and he's like, "No, I'm done. We're doing it. I got it.
We're good.
Figuring it out."
I hope he doesn't play like this, like
with the paper,
with the paper in his hand.
Like, that's why he stayed in archives that round on ventilation.
Okay, yep.
He couldn't move. He was reading.
All right. Faces of despair right there. Fixing the ear, the in-ears. Something that you start doing when you get nervous.
Yeah.
Just make sure, you got to make sure everything is right.
That's a lot of pressure, man.
They have all the pressure.
Yeah.
They're not in the favorite, side right now.
Imagine you're the team in your small pond, and suddenly you're not.
It's like you're Navi, right, in Prem, and then you just get knocked out by,
something
M&M is
along
actually
those
a good team,
lines.
but
I mean, Navi did recently win the last final, so in the Premiership. So
Trust Gaming. Technical now.
So we've actually what's happened is we went from a tactical timeout to a technical timeout.
Seems like one of the headsets is broken of the noise cancelling. They probably heard a shout or me shout when Epsilon managed to go through.
So we're waiting to figure out what goes on there, and then we'll get things started up again. But hey, you know what this means? More time for both.
More
teams.
Time for Simon.
Yeah, Simon can get himself up to date, and I mean, honestly, everyone can just kind of talk it out a little bit more. I mean, there's no reason that these teams can't talk.
Look at how relaxed Epsilon is, even though everything.
Yeah.
Just the guy going through his hair right there. He's like, yeah. He's sitting back, relaxed.
Just chill. Yeah.
Just chill, talking everything through.
The thing is that Trust has the strong advantage now because here's what just happened. Trust won a defense on tellers, and now they get to go to armory and ventilation for their next bomb sites. So reasonably speaking, I would say that Trust, or rather not Trust, but Epsilon is in the advantage right now.
They have the driver's seat. They have pole position.
Yeah, Trust has to fight against the winning team right now, even though it's 5-5.
They have to fight the odds.
Through this whole match, we've seen 3 attack wins. That's not a whole lot.
No. What a story we're having us right here. Right now is Epsilon completing the arc, at least for so far.
Here we go.
Here we go. Now it's
highlights.
actually replays coming through right here. Deepak managing to pick up Judge right after he picks up yet another kill. Judge, not so much important.
That's the big moment there because he drops the diffuser, repositions, holds the diffuser in the dying seconds of the round. Big plays from Dogon, and we're going to get back into the match. It'll be an Armory Archives defense for Epsilon. A big round in the last one, and
I don't want to jinx it, but we've seen this operator before.
Oh, no, is that Frost?
On this map.
Oh, and it worked. He got 2 Frost mats.
2.
Oh, man.
So, Stead, you might be doing the right thing here, buddy. My old teammate. Avich has also been in my team. It's like 2 Belgians, Stead and Avich. Was really, really hard to manage. But
Gotcha.
yeah, as a Dutchman, had to be in charge of it. All right,
of course. I don't know what that means, but yes, of course.
All right, Stead, are you gonna make it happen here for your team, or Simon, or Judge, Dogon, or Trader? Who's gonna be making the next big play?
Well, we'll see. Maybe it's somebody on Trust Gaming. Maybe this is where they start their comeback from.
Is someone else than Deepak going to be stepping up right now? Right?
Something other than Deepak, because Deepak has been the player right now for Trust Gaming. Can we flash that scoreboard real quick? I want to see. I want you all. Scoreboard?
Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
There we go.
16 kills. That is. I mean, other than Drader, that's double that Dogon has, who is currently the technically top scorer for Epsilon. This is pretty crazy.
That shows how equal Epsilon is in the distribution of their frags, and
well,
they win a lot by time, so they don't really need all the frags, right? Like you don't need. If you're not strong, you got to be smart. Basically, that's exactly what they're doing right now. They have all the cards against them. The best fraggers of the region are on Trust. The best team, the most consistent team, the longest standing team.
Yeah,
and they just came in and they just got picked up, and
those were shots landed.
Oh,
that's damage done by Deepak to Drader as he was rotating, and he'll be healed up.
Taken care of.
Impressive.
I'm feeling the match.
Yeah, I can tell. Yeah, absolutely. And
I'm excited.
This is very tense, very close situation. Good information being droned out there by the IQ, and that's going to be the Frost marked on 90. His position known. Unlikely that anyone's going to be able to capitalize on him, but oh no. That was a dangerous rotation. Stade will get away with it just barely. He might be able to get a dock stim as well. CCTV has been forfeited by the defenders, but Stade's actually going to make his way back to 90. That's curious because he was just there. He didn't need to rotate, then he rotated back.
He has to be careful as well.
But he lost
CC
HP.
Gained now by Trust, so he cannot really stay there because otherwise he's just going to get pushed.
It's very dangerous.
How many people Trust Gaming? There's 1 minute 20 on the clock, and they haven't even started to try and get open the wall yet, the main wall.
They're being slow.
They're being very slow and careful right here. They feel that all the pressure is upon them. They cannot afford themselves to make a mistake. They need to get at least 1 round if they want to bring this up to unlimited overtime, and that's basically just a new match starting. And Epsilon feels the same. They need 1 more to get going, and maybe they just needed to, get warmed up during those first 3.
So, 50 seconds left here for Trust Gaming. Not a single kill for either team. Epsilon has thus far been reluctant to force engagements. They've instead leaned on delaying, and it's worked out great for Epsilon. Deepak. Entry by the armory wall. A reinforcement to his right, which means he can be somewhat safe when he makes this push. Simon starts using his gas canisters. Good timing, though, but he's eliminated by Meads on a very tight pixel angle there from CCTV. Easy means he can plant. Meads a second kill. This location is really working out for him, and now it's a post-plant situation. Trust Gaming are locking things up here in this round as Epsilon have limited to no control over armory, and every time they rotate someone, Meads is there to catch them. Doggone, the last player, he's made miracles happen before. He'll get an excellent shot and a second couple onto the player on the balcony, but he won't be able to get the kill. Post-plant, this doesn't seem very winnable for Doggone. He's going to do his darndest, but Doggone it, I think he cannot win this round. He'll get a second as Meads is eliminated, but Trust Gaming finally lock things up. A beautiful round there from Trust. A great execution into the armory wall, to be honest, and no control in armory.
No.
For Epsilon. That was really curious.
Like, you should have had someone on half wall right there. Maybe put up a shield so you could play in that position.
Can we just say bad setup from Epsilon and move on?
I think it is. But 3 people got picked up from the same rotation, which they created themselves.
It's bad setup.
It's a bad setup coming through.
Bad awareness of the setup.
That's unlucky. They got to fix this in the last round that they have right now. They need to push this to overtime if they want to have an option onto that.
No outright win
No.
from Epsilon, but they can get OT. That's possible. They just need this 1 round here. The question for me is, will they go ventilation or armory?
I'm thinking they're going ventilation. I'm pretty sure they are because the setup got perfectly read by Trust Gaming. The question is, how many setups can you get into Simon within 2 minutes?
Can they not just go to armory on a different setup? Because
does Simon know the setup?
Everyone knows several setups in armory. And
that is true.
Even if Simon doesn't do it, they can teach him on the lead. All right, so it's ventilation. Here we go. The risk taken. Epsilon stacking it all on ventilation defense. We'll find out if it's actually going to work out for them. It's a dangerous plot here.
It's very dangerous. But the thing is, if this works out, they're going to be pushing it to max OT.
Yeah, and if we get to technically there's no max OT because we got infinite OT.
Yeah.
We just be getting it. Yeah, max OT is like 7-7.
7-8, yeah, 7-7.
Yeah, and then you end it there. So
that's how excited I am.
With infinite OT, I don't think you can get a max. So
it's always max in that case.
Yeah,
or not.
I know
maxed out
it technically couldn't be because it could keep going infinitely. Yeah. But
I want to see the infinite OT.
There you go. There you go.
We want to see the infinite OT, and
I want to see it too.
Who will be getting the upper hand? Trust Gaming, they have everything to lose right now.
You know what's funny is that they're on match point right now. Trust are on match point, and it still doesn't feel like they're winning for some reason.
No, it still feels like Epsilon can just turn it around. It was just one bad round right there, right?
Well, it's more than that. It's like a guttural feeling. It's like it doesn't feel like Trust is winning, if that makes sense. Even though they are very much winning. They are definitely winning right now. They're up 1 round. They could just get 2 killed. Like, imagine, if you will, Trust Gaming rush into armory, they get they take out Drader, and they lose nothing. And then they follow up by killing Simon in Archives, and then it's done. And then, that should be it, right?
Yeah.
And then the round's over. That could totally happen right now.
Definitely. There's a lot right here on the top 4 control.
Yeah.
We see Doggone trying to take care of some drones, actually holding the doorway. So as soon as they try and move through...
This is spot of doing this, though, whether he knows it or not. His position is given away. He should definitely reposition, and he has.
They fall back into the office. They're going to be trying to go for at least some kind of pressure play coming out right there. It's a very long angle indeed from Judge right there. The question is, will he be able to pick a fight job? But Stead gets the first frag onto Leonski. That's going to be opening things up. It's getting real tense in here. Judge is putting down some bullets right there. Not actually getting the tag down quite yet. We'll be swapping over to his camps to get some information. And we see two people holding the same angle right here. Look at this. Great info coming through as well. Definitely, yeah. Doesn't have the C4 anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah, Dogon could do a lot with that heartbeat detector. He's got to be careful about where he positions himself. No, there's only a minute left here for Trust Gaming. And they have a man disadvantage. What?
We said that last round, and they still managed to push it through at some point.
I mean, hey, you know, it's pressure mounting here for Trust. And, yeah, they might be able to make it work with a minute, but it's not going to work every time. Epsilon are the ones, of course, in the real pressure position, as they're the ones trying to get it to overtime. And yeah, that's an interesting evil eye cam in the drop down.
That's an interesting one.
Never seen it.
I wonder how much you can do actually from that. It's definitely going to be information.
It's good info, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely good information, but
30 seconds left now. Trust have to go for site control. They aren't going to be able to use this vertical presence for anything to their advantage. You can actually see the site with that, and you might be able to deny the plant, as Easy's attempting to plant right now. If this goes to a post plant, it should be Trust Gaming getting the W, but it's actually going to be Epsilon coming alive, and post plant, it's a 1 versus 4. I don't think Easy can do this. Judge is just going to stick it. Easy has to rush back, and there's perfect cover here, but Easy gets 1. He doesn't get a second, and Epsilon push us to overtime on map number 3.
The dream is alive for starting up the second game. Basically, we're going to get map 3 right now in infinite overtime. We're just going to call it that. The crowd is going wild. And you see the fear in Trust Gaming their faces right now. Epsilon is alive. They're ready for it. Quickly reading through strats. New setups for a workshop. We need new setups for Armory right now.
So I keep track of every single round that happens in this game, and I keep notes always of the rounds. And I don't have a format for infinite overtime. My overtime setup is for 3 rounds. It's to round number 15 max, and this is probably going to go further than that. But who knows? Maybe it will just be really cut and dry and fast. Who knows?
Oh my!
There's Simon, the player who shouldn't be playing.
He's reading.
He's trying to study up on the setups.
So far, he's doing what he needs to do. He had some important kills, definitely, that helped him out, and we're getting right into it. It's going to be Epsilon on defense, and they're going to bathroom tellers.
Wait, really? First? To begin with?
That is a bold move to go through.
All right, Epsilon. Okay. Let's see if that works out.
Is it still 1 round swap? Or is it going to be 2 or 3 round swaps? It should be 1 round, right? Because it's the first one to get to,
1 round, yeah. But I think it's like imagine like if you took the standard OT set, but you have 2 rounds up on your enemy. Yeah, and then it just keeps going forever, basically.
Oh my! Oh my! We're gonna have ourselves the match we've been waiting for. Of course, not really completely like we wanted it to, as we had to skip out on Coastline, a map that we expected Trust Gaming to win. But if you're looking at the flexibility that Epsilon is showing right now, it could have just as well been ended there as well by them if they were able to play with JPM. Trust Gaming is shaking, and they need to fix that fast, because otherwise it's going to be Epsilon to walk away with that trophy, with the title, and with the fame.
So, top floor clear here for Trust Gaming. A pressure being applied there from Epsilon, as they don't want anyone coming into their break room. It's going to be Armory next after CCTV for Trust, almost certainly. Yeah. Once they get the control of that, they can push into office and then start pressuring the site from above. Last time they tried this, though, it didn't work out great for them. Ooh, this is a very exposed castle.
Well, at least Armory is still in control right there, right? So
I mean, it's still exposed. And there's a Vich getting the first kill there. It's going the way of Trust. Dogon goes down.
That's the first frag now to come in from Trust Gaming. Drones are slowly still being hunted as the rotation is being missed by Meads. I believe that's a drop down to come down as well, as Trust is still trying to find themselves into the Armory before they can even think of attacking office. It's being held off.
So Trust with some good pressure here And with the early nade, all they need to do is turn that into top 4 control, and then they can actually do some great work attacking the site.
So long.
But they are, yeah, they're being really slow in their attack. The word I'm going to use is methodical, but actually the slowness has worked against them in the past. Oh, he doesn't see the player in rappel! Judge, he had an opportunity there. He could have actually even the man count, but he didn't see his opponent. And now he's stranded on east stairs. He'll have to relocate if he wants to influence this round, and at least for his sake, he makes it out of there.
No one watching from up top. Simon misses the C4 right there. Will not be dealing a single point of damage. As right now it seems like office control has actually been established by Trust Gaming. No one is going to be there to do anything about it, and that means the vertical pressure can now come down. And Vajc has to go there quick, make stuff happen. But we still have Judge on this angle right here to get a spot down. Not actually hitting the shots. What can Trust Gaming do with this time, with 40 seconds? This should be plenty of time for them to do something with. As right now the windows are going to get opened up. There's going to be trying to create at least some line of sight. But Judge moves in, managed to not pick up the frag, but a lot of damage down until Leonski rotates back down. Needs to stay alive because that's more important at this point. They do have the man disadvantage to work with. Right here, manages to actually drop as well. It's a Vajc now. Actually easy to go for the plan, and Deepak will pick up a frag. It's another one. It's a frag mania to come down from Trust Gaming right now. And it's going to be Stead, the captain, the one who beat Trust Gaming before, to go for a 1-on-5 clutch if they want to get into this with a match point. But that's not going to be happening. It's Trust Gaming right now to get it. Round number 13 going to them. And they need one more if they want to lift that trophy once again. And Epsilon will have to fight back now. On attack.
So, Epsilon switch over to attack. This could actually be it. I mean, we could just end right here, because again, it's going to be whoever gets up those 2 rounds. 1 round done here for Trust Gaming. 1 round necessary to finish Epsilon off. But it's not over just yet. Still potential for Trust to push it all the way and keep us in that infinite overtime. Keep us going back and forth and back and forth. The real thing is
a crazy play on Epsilon.
What?
All they need is one crazy play right now on Epsilon.
Yeah, that's true. I think
one fragger going in.
Honestly, I got to say though, the real blunder on Epsilon was that they went to Tellers.
Yeah. For
their first site.
Missing workshop ventilation coming out here.
I think Tellers was a mistake. And the ventilation here from Trust. They're going to go to a much more reliable bomb site, I would say. And that might be the final nail in the coffin. Something as simple as that. I mean, obviously, we're really talking about the players, but the site selection might have made things easier for Epsilon if they chose something different.
Definitely. We're going to see the Monty again, though. So yeah. Epsilon seems to be aware of the fact that they are going to workshop, because they've only brought it in workshop, I believe, so far this matchup. So they're ready to go for it. It hasn't really worked out in the past, so they definitely need to change things up, which is get that top floor control. That's all you need. Push that Monty up top. Push him through the armory. Make sure that you clear those angles out. Have someone watch it. Then you can go for the plan. Don't try to brute force yourself through, because that's not going to be working out.
I gotta say that the real thing is that they gotta clear a bathroom first, right? Yeah. Remember that last time they tried? Oh, actually, it's gonna be a totally different strategy this time around. It's Montaigne straight in through the front door. Top 4 control still in play, but Meads gets the punch onto Judge and kills the Montaigne with his fists. And you're gonna be a second kill for Meads in the middle of the smoke. This looks like it's all over for Epsilon Esports. Trust Gaming up 2 men early on in potentially the last round of this match. Not a great start when you lose your Montaigne, that especially, as well as Stade, who has had an impressive performance through this series.
They tried to go for a very, very quick play right here and maybe catch Trust Gaming off guard, but so far, it's not over yet. Simon picks up 1, picks up Mead. That is going to be 1 of the 4 that they need to find, and Drader is going to be right here, ready to go for a jump out cover, but it's going to be easy to pick up 1 beautiful headshot from Drader right there. Bringing it back to a 3-2. It's still alive. All he needs to do is find these 2 players. Vajc is going to get tagged up through the wall quite heavily, as we still have 2 players upstairs here. Dogon is going to be putting pressure down from the CCTV area. It looks like maybe no, he's going to be going for beepers. It looks like he doesn't know yet what he wants to.
They want to take control of Armory right here. They clearly want to take control of Armory, but there's 2 players up here. If they can get both of the players in Armory, this is actually very winnable for Epsilon, because that's going to mean it's a 2 versus 1 or a 1 versus 1. Doesn't matter. As long as they win this engagement, it doesn't matter. C4 will make that really difficult, but at least you get 1. Trust Gaming, though, will be victorious. 2 rounds in overtime. Infinite OT not needed to be explored, and Trust will win yet another season of Benelux.
You see them being relieved right there, but it's the dreams right there and hopes from the likes of Epsilon to fall apart. Look at Easy, he needs some time to get ready. There we go, he's ready. Glad they won it. It means a lot to them. They needed this after that bump into the Challenger League. But it's Epsilon that deserves all the respect in the world today, as they managed to bounce back and put up quite a hell of a fight right here.
It would have been an impressive story to say that Epsilon win it, but Trust Gaming were the favorites. Epsilon, they proved a lot though today, that's for darn sure. And I think that both teams can easily say that they won something here today, even if Trust are the ones who truly won the most actual reward.
Epsilon showed some flexibility here, some potential for the future. We can only guess what would have happened if JPM hadn't suffered from any of the hard conditions during the match. But there's nothing to take away right here for Trust Gaming, as they managed to secure that third title. Instead, almost making it happen again though on his team. Like, he's been in the final 3 times against him now. Won it once, came very close this time. But it's going to be Trust Gaming, the Titans, to remain for at least another season.
What a nice try though, just overall, what a good match from both teams.
Yeah.
All the players involved. You know, I just hope that JPM's all right as well. You know, I hope that he is going to be just fine.
What a match that was.
Yeah, that's
I'm
it.
just sighing it out still. It was really exciting. And
I know you really wanted Epsilon to win.
I wanted Epsilon to at least go it all the way. Like,
yeah, go into the infinite overtime.
Trust, but yeah, sometimes you gotta choose the other teams.
Didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
Unfortunate for Epsilon. Very fortunate for Trust, and I'm sure they're happy about that.
They're definitely going to be happy about that. But let's throw it over to our beautiful man, Milos, to get that final interview.
Milos live.
Champions! Yeah, we're back.
I hear myself.